Hi, welcome to the show where I take sore losers and turn them into DIY winners in just one day. On today's show, we'll be adding a touch of class to a wall, creating a decorative panel. Oh! I'm only joking. Learning the ins and outs of installing sliding wardrobe doors. Whoa, 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 no. And there's my foolproof guide to fitting curtain poles. So let's meet the DIYers who'll be lending me a hand.
My name is Demi Kirk, and I live with my husband Keith and my son Brian. And we live in Cobham, Surrey, in England. We live in a 4-bedroom home. It's a detached home.
My name is Lily Odom. I live in Surrey, England. My original home is in Houston, Texas. I live in a house with 4 bedrooms, detached. I have 3 children, Lauren, Marvin, and Taylor, and my husband, Marvin.
In our California home, my husband and I attempted to install a ceiling fan, and we were very proud of our accomplishment. And we were ready to turn the switch on, and we did, and all of a sudden there was smoke coming from the switch plate, and we immediately turned it off and realized we had somehow crossed some of the wires.
There's several things I'd like to learn from Tommy. One of them is hanging up curtains. We have a beautiful conservatory. We've got beautiful windows and a lovely view. At times, though, we like to have our privacy, so I would like to learn how to be able to hang the curtains throughout. My family don't associate DIY with me. They just laugh whenever I tell them I'm going to do something around the house.
Well, they seem keen to learn, but before we get down to business, let's check out their toolkits, and we'll see if they're equipped for today's tasks. You must drink tea. Now, Loli, this is what I would describe as a travel toolkit. I mean, it really is travelling light. Can you explain?
Yes, Tommy. This is mine, and this is what I keep in the kitchen.
It's
one
a
of the kitchen
hammer,
drawers.
isn't it?
You can do a lot of little things with this little set.
Wow, that is clever, isn't it?
All the way from big jobs to really tiny little jobs.
I just want to have a look at Demi's toolbox here. What's this for?
This is my son's. This is what he uses to pump up his basketballs with.
Unfortunately, playing basketball isn't on our list of jobs for today. Now, this looks more interesting. Still got the tag on it, and that hasn't been used much. Nice tools, but they obviously haven't seen much action. So we'll have our tea. Well, they've shown me theirs, so now I'll show them mine.
Thank you.
These are the tools that we're going to need for the first job, which is making a decorative panel on the wall. And I'm going to actually make one, and then you two have to make one right alongside of it.
Great.
The first thing we need to do is mark the correct length on this dado rail, which is 45.5 centimetres. That's the crucial tip, right there. That's the point where you need to.
Okay.
Then we cut a 45-degree angle from that mark using this mitre block.
And they're going to be the same angle.
It's got to be opposites. Okay. So that one we cut that way, and this one we cut that way. This guides it, see? Just slide it backwards and forwards.
Okay, I get this one.
What you do is you stand this up on edge, put that there, make sure it's just perfectly level at the end, is that right?
Yep.
And then, of course, so we put that there. Here we are.
Wow.
The next stage is to sand it down. Rub into it rather than the other way, so that just takes off the excess. Same here. And it just cleans up any furriness on the cut. Okay? And also, you should always sand this down before you put it on the wall. It's much easier to sand it on the bench than it is when it's actually on the wall. Once the wood is smoothed down, you're ready to fix it on the wall with some adhesive. We also put a bit of white glue, PVA adhesive, just on the ends where it's going to go wood to wood. You seem to be concentrating very intensely, which is good.
We want to try to get every little thing So,
We want to achieve an A today.
really.
Well, I'm sure I have great confidence in you. I think you will. See, and it's just still flexible, the adhesive, so that you can just move it to get it spot on. Okay, now it's time for Demi and Loli to put their DIY lesson into practice. Away you go.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you. So we go from the very tip.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh dear, Demi's making hard work of that sawing.
How do you know when you're there?
It comes
There we
apart.
go.
There you
See,
are.
I think you
See?
beat me.
Very good.
Where's that electric saw?
Yeah, really.
The trick about sawing is to, rather than try and force the saw, is to let the saw glide.
Okay.
You shouldn't really have to use too much muscle, it's just actually guiding the saw through. They're getting the hang of that, so let's lead them to it while we look at how to tackle another DIY task. Damaged floorboards can ruin the aspect of a stripped floor. Here's how to repair them. Put on protective gloves, take a nail bar and insert it in the gap by the damaged board. Starting at the middle, lever the board up to separate it from the joist. A good tip is to use a wooden block to give you more leverage and also stop you damaging neighbouring boards. If the board is badly damaged, it's best to replace the whole thing. But if it's not too bad, you can do a simple repair. Prise up the board as before and keep it proud of the floor by sliding 2 wooden battens underneath. Mark the damaged section with a square and carefully cut out the bad part with a tenon saw. Use this old section to mark out a replacement bit on a new board, adding a couple of millimetres to ensure a tight fit. Finally, nail the new board into place, sand it and stain or varnish it to match the floor. And that's it. Your beautiful handiwork is now ready to be walked all over.
Okay.
Let's see how they're getting on. Ah, very good. They've remembered to sand the wood down before fixing it to the wall.
Great.
Now, in a moment of truth, you've got to put... What's the first thing you're going to do?
We're going to put nails
Yeah, you're going to...
in
Measure.
the wall. Measure.
Measure the
Yes.
10 centimeters.
Right.
Okay. And then we want to go ahead and put
They need a spirit level, but it seems as if they've forgotten what it looks like.
this little
Ah, that's it, Demi. Well spotted.
This looks more professional. Okay.
Very good.
line up there. Oh boy. This is not that bad, is it?
Great.
Pretty good.
You sure you feel safe holding that?
Yeah. Oh! I'm only joking. I'm only joking. Right, that's fine. Now the next bit. Who's good at doing cakes?
Oh no.
Oh, nice. Is this for posterity?
Yeah.
Demi. Yeah, very creative, this. I can't remember that in my instructions. Let's press that. You're allowed to personalise your own work now,
Yeah,
aren't
I
you?
really want to leave our little mark here. Okay.
Top one. We'll get all the excess glue off with a sponge in a minute, so don't worry.
Okay. Okay. So we need to cut another one, don't we?
Almost perfect. You just need
We need
to,
to cut that nasty little.
just a little help around the edges. That's all.
Ready?
Yep.
I've got this sponge. If you get very hot, I can mop your brow for you.
It's rough work.
And there you go. They've done it. Very good, ladies. Marvellous
Thank you.
job. I'm going to give you
pretty
10
good.
out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Excellent work. Why don't we just have a quick recap and see if they managed to do that. If you're making a decorative wall panel, measure and cut your first piece of wood accurately, then you can use it as a template for the other 3 sides of the frame. It's easier to get a smooth finish to your wood while it's on the bench, so remember to sand it down before you fix it to the wall. To stop the panel from slipping, use 2 nails to hold the panel in place while the adhesive sets. And don't forget to remove any excess glue with a damp sponge. And for the finishing touches, you take out these pins when it's set, and then you take some of this decorator's cork and you fill in any slight imperfections that there may be in the mitre joint, okay? Just squeeze that in. And with we just wipe that in to make sure it's into the joint. And then the excess, we rub a sponge over. Perfect, ready for painting. So why don't you join us for some more DIY right after the break. Today on DIY Survival, my two home improvement trainees are Demi and Lowly.
Welcome
to the Academy.
Thank you.
They've already made a decorative wall panel and I think they did a smashing job. Let's see how they get on with their next DIY mission.
Like that, is it?
Great.
Pretty good.
Well, ladies, you did so well in your last task that I've rapidly promoted you up the ladder, and your next task is going to be, well, what do you think it's going to be?
A closet.
Very good, yeah, but not just any ordinary closet, because this is quite a narrow space for a closet. This is a useless alcove in this room, so we're going to make it a storage space. But to make it work, we're going to put sliding doors up. Now, people always get frightened of it, but it really is quite a simple task. There's a track top and bottom which we fix, and then the doors hook in, a special mechanism that clicks them into place, and that's the end of the job. Have you ever done anything like this before?
No, not at all, but it'll be fun.
No.
Well, let me talk you through it. Now, firstly, they come as standard packs. So you get the tracks and the doors as a pack. They come as a standard height. So you've got to work from the ceiling down, and we've worked out from the plans that actually we have to put a packer infill here to make up the shortfall. But the crucial point in the whole thing is this front line, okay? Now that's going to be the front line of the top track. The bottom rail needs to sit exactly underneath the top one. So a good tip for finding the right position is to temporarily hang the door. That will show you precisely where it needs to go. Now, have you ever used one of these cordless before?
No.
Yes, I have.
You have? Right, well, I'll just demonstrate one for you. You've got to keep it pressure down and do it with short bursts because you don't want this to spin the head off the screw. So you can have that one.
Oh, cool.
And you can have this one.
Look at our own.
Okay.
Now the top one, I'll put the first one in to make it a bit easier for you. The top rail has to be strong enough to hold the weight of the door. Make sure you screw through the plasterboard and into the ceiling joists. You want to do the first one? Now, nice and slowly. That's it. Whoa.
Your turn's next.
Come on, you've got to do this end. Very
Ooh, I'm
good.
getting the
There,
hang
you come
of it.
down.
That's pretty good.
Oops.
Whoa, no. When you hear it spinning like that, you know you're in trouble.
And that's all we do for now, right?
Keep the pressure on, short bursts, that's it. No, keep the pressure on, don't let it up. Really hard.
I just didn't apply enough pressure.
Very good. Short bursts. I'll finish fitting these doors while you take a look at another DIY project. If your taps hiss and splutter, your pipes bang in the middle of the night, and your heating's not too hot, you've probably got airlocks in your plumbing. To sort out your taps, you need to take a long length of garden hose and attach one end firmly to the mixer or cold tap in the kitchen, and the other end to the spout of the hot tap in your bathroom basin. Then turn both taps on full, and the pressure of the mains water from the cold tap will force the air through the hot tap and hopefully clear it. Air trapped in a radiator will mean only half the radiator gets hot. To clear this, take a radiator key and push it into the bleed valve found at the top left or right hand corner of the radiator. It's quite a good idea to have an old rag handy to catch any dirty water. As you open the valve, you will hear a hissing sound as the air escapes, then dirty water will begin to squirt out. When this happens, shut off the bleed valve immediately. You have now cured your airlock, but have also depressurised your heating system. Check the pressure indicator on your combi boiler against the manufacturer's recommended setting. If the reading is low, carefully open the valve on the filling loop underneath the boiler and watch the pressure level gauge until it reaches the recommended position. You have now cleared all your airlocks, silenced all your hissing taps, and your heating should no longer go bump in the night. And you've never even called in the Ghostbusters. Right, now these, you just bring them over. And this is all about how you actually, to fit them, you put them inside at the top. and then warp them in. It goes into the bottom track, and it goes into the back one. That's in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Inside, these are 2 plastic catches.
Okay.
All we do is you push that up, and this bit here snaps into that little track at the top. It should slide perfectly.
Okay, excuse me, Loli.
See?
Yeah, nice.
Oh, look at that.
And there you are, ladies.
That's pretty nice.
Full-length mirrors, huh?
That looks great. It really opens up the room.
So you please, you can try that at home yourselves?
Yeah, that
Yes,
was really
definitely.
fast.
Fast.
Very good.
Good and fast and cheap. Let's have a quick recap and see how we did that. If you're going to use an alcove as wardrobe space, it needs to be at least 60 centimetres deep. Fit the top rail first and make sure it can take the weight of the doors by screwing it into the ceiling joists. Hang the doors temporarily to determine where the bottom rail should sit. The perfect storage solution, and it's simple to install. And you can do this with it. Right now, ladies, your third and final task is going to be putting up curtains here. And it's a common problem, how do you get the pole to actually hang on the wall? With the kit that they sent was these little screws. Now none of these would be man enough to go through the plasterboard, through the cavity behind and into the masonry. It wouldn't be long enough. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the conventional system of using a screw, and we're going to go for what might appear overkill. It's a 3" 10 screw, but that should get us anchored into the masonry wall, cover the void area, and also come through this fitting here, you see? So you get that, and you put the 3" screw in there like that, and you pull it through. We got that? I want you to pay very close attention, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to fix one on one side, and then I want you to fix the other one and assemble the rest of the pole.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just show you what happens. We fix that onto the wall. Okay, we drill it through and anchor that to the wall. Then you insert the pole through there, and you've got to get this end cap on. Okay. Once you've got this fixed on the wall and the pole goes in, then you just fix this little anchor screw in here.
Okay.
It's like a locking screw, and that stops that rotating. But when you fit this, you must make sure that you've actually got it that way up, so you can fix from the bottom with this screw, okay? I've measured the length of this pole, and we found the centre line, okay? Because you always got to make sure that this is centred up over the window. So always work from the middle out. So I've measured up, and there is the centre of the window. Measured it across, put a mark on there, just a light mark so you can touch it in afterwards with paint. Now, that's relevant because now I've measured from here to where I want that to be, to there, that distance, and transferred it up there on the wall. Right, now the fixing. Now this is where the big, you were so good with the power tools, I thought I'd give you the big stuff. I mean, feel that weight of that while I put on my safety glasses. You don't want anything, and you can borrow these. How do they look?
Wonderful.
Stunning.
Yeah, oh, so kind.
Stunning.
Right, here we go. Now, if you're drilling through masonry, set your drill to hammer. This top bit is called the stop. It's adjustable, and it's there so that you can drill to exactly the right depth. Remember to keep the drill running when you take it out of the hole. That way you won't damage the plaster. That's it. Once you've done that, pop the rule plug into the hole, and you're ready to screw in the wooden brackets. And where's the... That's the one we used, wasn't it? That's it. And that's all there is to it, really. Now I'm going to give you a short period of time, and then I'm going to return, and I expect to see this complete.
Okay. It'll be perfect.
I've left the girls with a curtain pole kit and everything they need to fix it to the wall. They've got a drill and masonry bit, a spirit level, tape measure, screws and raw plugs, and a cordless screwdriver.
We need our safety goggles.
Smashing.
Yep. New style. Okay.
I've told them everything they need to know, except the fact that I'll be watching their progress on my secret monitor next door. Now that's a difficult challenge.
That wasn't bad at all.
That's a heavy machine and they've never... She looks good there in the glasses, look.
Yeah.
Looks like Elton John.
Okay.
Like they say, no guts, no glory. Gosh, here it goes.
She's doing very well. And then remember even to keep the drill rolling as you extract it.
Wonderful.
I might have a new team here.
Great.
Thank you.
Want
I might sign them up to work for me if they make a good job of this.
Here we go.
Plugs in, yeah. Oh, the opportunity to use a little silver hammer.
Other nail.
You need to put that flush, right?
Very good.
hold the
Now, this is
lid.
going to be the tricky bit because they're going to spin the heads off the screws, I'm sure. Ooh, no, keep it pressure. Little squirts. No.
Worse, huh?
No, she's spinning the head. No, she can't get the pressure on it. That's better. Do the bottom one. Wow.
Boy, that was easy.
Lovely, got it straight in, boom, done. That's it, working as a team. Remember to feed the curtains on before they fix the pole up. Remember that last one? Careful, careful.
Okay, there's one.
Hold on there, girls.
Oh, you know what? Hang on, Loli. We need to get one of these on the outside. and
Well,
take the
Demi
sides
remembered
off.
just in time, it's good. And put the finial on. That's it. They've managed to do it, they've got it solid as a rock. Ah, look at that. She's found a use for it at last. To get the anchor
So
screws
much
in.
fun.
That's very good.
Can't see any of the rock.
And they remembered to put the little wooden caps in. I didn't even tell them about them.
2 minutes
Look
to
at
do this?
They're finished. Let's go in and check it out.
Okay. Tommy!
Well, girls, I have to say, I'm extremely impressed. Extremely impressed. You've done a marvellous job. I've been watching you the whole time.
Oh, you have?
Have you enjoyed it
Oh, I've
today?
enjoyed it
Oh.
immensely. It was a fun experience.
Yes.
Well, it's been one of my
Thank
best,
you.
one of my happiest days here at the Academy. So thanks very much for being great sports. And I do hope that you can surprise your husbands when you go home with either some new wardrobes or some curtains hanging up. So from all of us here at the Academy, bye-bye. And why don't you join us again soon for some more DIY.
I feel really good after a day at Tommy's Academy. It was very rewarding to know that we could do it.
I think we did a pretty good job. I mean, it's even and the curtains are still standing, so I think we did a pretty good job.
Just being able to get in and try to do something and feel like you were a success.
I just need to go out shopping and get all these tools. I'm energized.